Hi Gemini, this is Chrissy from InTheStars by Chrissy.com, and this is your October 2019 Love Monthly Forecast reading. So let's see what's going on for you guys. I have to admit, for those that are in the sign of Gemini, this month might be quite chaotic and tricky to handle more than usual. And I'm not sure, but there are repeating cards over here. I believe from the previous reading with Taurus. So I'm not sure if the message with Taurus correlates to Gemini as well. So I'm not sure about that, but do check them out if you have the time. And the funny thing here is that your first card is the Six of Pentacles crossing over to the Four of Pentacles, which is, I think, vice versa to Taurus, wherein Taurus' first card was the Four of Pentacles, and what is crossing over it is the Six of Pentacles. I'm really not sure. I can't remember. But these two cards really reminded me of the Taurus reading. Now, just to remind you guys, I did shuffle the cards at least 3 times before laying them out, which is very surprising because I see the cards again and I was pretty shocked because usually I don't get repeating cards just like that, especially the combinations and all that. But of course, the meaning is going to be very different, and I'm going to be breaking down this information to you in a short bit while. But I just want to say that this Six of Pentacles seems to be a focal point for the month of October. And it's very funny because it has the scale of Libra. And for you Geminis, communication and relationship is becoming of importance, you know? I mean, it's becoming important to each and every sign, but I kind of feel that Gemini in particular are being affected by this in a more stressful manner. Those kinds of things, because with the Six of Pentacles being crossed over by the Four of Pentacles, this is about you not seeing things eye to eye with a certain scenario. It could be with a specific person. It could be that you are misunderstanding something in your situation. It could be misunderstanding a relationship. There is some form of misunderstanding happening here. And it is definitely related to the matters of the heart. We do have the Ace of Cups here. So this could be also an element wherein you're meeting someone new, but maybe you're not getting the attention of that person, those kinds of things. But maybe you're thinking that this person likes me, even though that maybe they don't, okay? That might be harsh coming from me, but I really feel that the energy that I'm picking up here is a situation wherein you're misunderstanding something. It makes me feel that there's an energy of self-sabotaging behavior or self-delusion, those kinds of things. And what is in your crowning energy, you do have this Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about, it could represent a person that you like, that you want, a message from someone, your message. This is a message that brings some form of victory. So it could be that there is some form of communication coming in, or it could be that you are thinking so highly of yourself. again, this is a general reading, so it could be you, it could be someone that you know that is thinking very highly of themselves about you. So again, it can be vice versa, but it is being clarified by the clouds card, which means that whoever is this person, whoever is being represented by this person, they're not really able to see things in a very objective manner. They are confused. Maybe they don't even know what they want. So, yeah. And I feel that there is a trust issue coming in here as well. Because for Geminis, the theme here for you guys is really has a lot to do with communication and breaking adversities along with it. Okay, there's a lot of messages and communications, contract coming in, but for the most part, there are a lot of annoyances as well and clearing misunderstandings. So, the theme for Gemini, I feel, is really more about clearing the clouds, seeing things for what they are. Because at this time, I really don't think that you're seeing the situation for what it is. I mean, I'm using the word you or your, but again, this is a general reading, so I'm just picking up to whoever, to the person being represented by this reading. It could be, again, it could be you, it could be someone that you know. So I might be, repetitive here, but I want to express that to avoid confusion. So, okay, there is a form of self-delusionment here. And with the Five of Swords in the foundation card, this is the card that gives you drive to why you believe the things that you believe, why you act in the way that you act. Okay, it has a lot to do with this Five of Swords. And what is a Five of Swords? It is related to some form of regret, some form of situation that has a lot to do with the past. Maybe, maybe it has a lot to do with your ego. Did someone left you or treated you in a way that it hits your ego, and you just cannot accept things for what they really are? Because what is being clarified by the Five of Swords is we have the Two of Swords and the Coffin card. So this is clearly something that has already ended, but for some reason it has left you confused. It has left you bitter, I guess. It has left you speechless, basically. So, I mean, if you are proceeding with life because of your own ego, then it's really not surprising that you are, vibrating this energy of self-delusionment, wherein you are only seeing one side of the coin. You're seeing what you want to see, not really what the situation is all about. Take a look on the Six of Pentacles. It's like it's only noticing this person over here and ignoring this person. So, and I'm not sure if you guys are seeing the scales. It's very imbalanced here. So, and this is about the give and take of a situation, a give and take type of energy. And it is being crossed over by this Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles is like, it's a very selfish card, There is really not much engagement, but I own this. This is really what I want. This is really the card that has a lot to do with confidence and ego. So, are you the person being represented by this, wherein even though the person is not treating you in a very romantic way, you are still insisting that this is true love. You are still insisting to whatever you believe, those kinds of stuff. So, because if you are going to insist in that route, if you're going to insist in being selfish, if you're going to insist to believe what you think the situation is really all about, then you might have this type of near future event wherein there is a sense of reflection going to be happening for you. It's like some form of truth is going to come for you. It will definitely lead you to calmer waters at the end of the day. But the process of it can be quite painful because with the hangman, it gives us a sense of loneliness. So you can fool yourself all you want, but at the end of the day, the truth will definitely reveal itself. And if things are not really what it is, it will show itself. And I kind of feel that for the month of October, we see the intentions of the people around us very clearly, even your own intention. It will come to a point wherein you cannot even fool yourself anymore, even though you're trying to fool yourself, those kinds of things. This a lot of you guys might say that this is a very negative reading or all that, but this is reality that I'm telling you guys. There are people that are like this, and the good thing is that whatever spell you have given yourself, whatever spell or some form of limiting thoughts you have put on yourself, you are going to be freed from this situation, I feel. But it comes with a price. It could be that you might be hard on yourself because of that. But it will allow you to see things in a different light. You are going to be able to see the scenario and things for what they truly are. But the leading point of this can make a person feel emotional, feel alone, feel depressed, those kinds of things, because the card that is representing you right now here is the Seven of Cups. So clearly you're confused. This is like a car engine wherein the driver or whoever is driving the car is starting the engine and trying to get it all going. But the reality is that the car engine is really not ready to be used. It's still lost, it's still confused, something is wrong right there. You really cannot use it for an adventure, you cannot use it for a long hour drive or even a drive down the street, because you don't know if you'll get to the goal, or are you gonna go and have a car crash, or what's gonna happen. Because when you're confused, you really cannot function very well. And even if you try, you might just end up slipping up or do something quite crazy and stupid all at the same time. So there is a surge of energy coming in. Like I said, it's like a car engine starting up. So, and with all this, I kind of feel that it has a lot to do with moving forward. So whether you like it or not, something is moving. So whatever you are feeling, whatever you are telling yourself, whatever your beliefs are, things are bound to move forward, and you just have to deal with that. You just have to adjust and all those kinds of stuff. This is a good time to clear out things that you need some form of clarity on. So there could be answers that are going to be coming in for you. There's a lot of engagement in talking and communication that is going to be happening. But again, too much of that can cause conflicts, I would say. Your hopes and fears is you have these Eight of Pentacles, and this is about you wanting things to move forward step by step. You have that belief that things are going to progress in a smoother manner, those kinds of things, not realizing that there is a loophole to your own beliefs, to what you think about the relationship, what you think about someone else, with a person in your life. So again, I strongly feel that this has a lot to do with ego. Ego is probably the key here. So again, this is about you. You need to reflect on how you deal with relationship, what you think, what you believe, those kinds of things. Because I kind of feel that you have to see the bigger picture. Is there any future in this? Is there not? Am I just being am I just giving into delusion, being deluded, being manipulated, or am I manipulating the situation? Or, maybe someone is lying to me, telling me this and that, and I'm believing it completely, which end up you being a victim of, some form of farce, those kinds of things. The outcome card you have here is the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is clearly some emotional discontentment. There is something that is doesn't satisfy you. And with how the situation is going, this is very, very much normal. If you are not accepting things for what they truly are, and if you are coming to, you're coming from a point of ego, a point of, those kinds of things, then if you're acting based on your ego, those kind of situation, I feel you'll probably have a hard time to cope up with the month of October, because this is the month we're in. Things are going to be happening in your life because of some form of truth and justice. So if you are believing something that you have built upon from fantasy, from idealizing a situation, then, you will find that on the month of October, reality will strikes you, will give you a thunderbolt of truth. And I don't know, how are you going to handle that? What is being clarified by this is the Five of Wands. So yeah, this can lead you to some form of inner conflict, or engaging conflict. Suddenly you are realizing the truth, and maybe you're not able to cope up with it or anything like that, but it's definitely quite of a stressful scenario. Another clarification for this is the Stork card. Now, this is like a saving grace, because regardless of what happens to you for the month of October, there is an energy here that, you will get free. You will be free from, from that, from those clouds, from those confusion, from those beliefs. If you have been so crazy and obsessed with a certain person that was never meant for you, I would say you will be glad that, all those delusion has ended, those kinds of things. So yeah, this is really a point to tell you that there are communications that are coming in. You may not be welcoming the messages that comes into you in open arms, but trust me, the messages that comes to you is what will give you some form of freedom, what will give you some form of truth, and possibly, maybe the person that you are interested in is not, reciprocating the feelings and thoughts towards you. And there is a chance that after this phase, you will meet someone else, someone that is better, someone that is clearly for you. But right now, this is all about you need to wrap up, you need to fix the baggage, you need to fix the problematic areas that are lingering in your own energy, in your love life, in your relationship setup. You need to clear them out and throw them away and learn from it. And then you can move forward. That is just the only way. But before you go into that direction, the number one thing that you have to know, Gemini, is that you need to accept things for what they are. Accept the situation. Accept that there are people that don't like you. Accept that there are people that are manipulative. Accept that there are people who just don't like you, I'm not saying that you're not attractive. Of course you are. It's just that not everything is about you. Okay. That is just probably the main key, the main theme for Gemini, is to understand that not everything is about you. And if you're still pushing forward with that thought that this person should like me, this person is crazy about me, this person is my soulmate, my twin flame. But reality is, this is not, they're not your twin flame, they're not your soulmates. You need to accept things for what they are. And as you move forward, you move on from the situation, only then you can open yourself up with something that is new and that is for you. And maybe that is the time when your soulmate, true love, and twin flame can come to you with open arms. So, this is really the reading for you guys. So be more careful with how you interact with people. Be more careful with the things going on with your mind. And always think at least 2 to 3 times before you take any action. Because maybe you're just being confused, or, your thoughts can be quite changeable as well, Gemini. So keep that in mind. Again, this is just a general reading, so I'm really not sure if this is going to even relate to any one of you guys. But if it does relate with you, or if you are watching this video even after October 2019, then let me know how this reading shows up for you, okay? Thank you guys for watching. And if you'd like a more personal and private reading with me, you can go and read all the information below this video and email me at inthestars@gmail.com. So Gemini, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you guys again next month.